Alright, so you know what's great? The Nintendo Switch. I was able to pick this one up today from Walmart for, $299 because that's what it's worth. That's its MSRP. But, you know what I really don't like? Opportunistic cunts. Let's take a look at a few of those. Alright, so all the stuff I'm going to be looking at today is from Facebook Marketplace. And I'm sure most of us are aware that that place is an absolute dumpster fire anyway, but it's gotten especially bad when it comes to Nintendo Switches. I don't know what people think this is, if it's like gold or something, just because we're all in quarantine. It's not. It's not hand sanitizer. It's not paper towels. It's not medicine. It's a video game console. Don't get me wrong, I love video games, obviously, but come on. Now, that's not to say that, like, that asshole that bought up all the hand sanitizer and was selling it for like $70 a bottle on Amazon was right. I love the fact that the internet collectively was like, fuck that guy. That was great. But it doesn't make it any less shitty to screw people out of money because you know they'll buy something. That's still wrong. So this first one we have here is a Nintendo Switch for $400. This is a common price, it seems, $100 over MSRP. And the problem is, people are actually paying this. The free market is fantastic. If you had one of these and you wanted to sell it for $400 in normal circumstances and somebody bought it, that's fine. But as you'll see, these people purposefully went out to buy these, to hoard them, and then sell them. So our buddy Shane here is selling this one for $400. Piece of garbage. How about here? We've got $420. I think maybe they're memeing it a little bit. $420 for just a regular Switch. Never been opened, brand new, unopened. Yeah, he bought this just to sell it. What about this one? It's clearly opened, but it's a little more enticing because it's got Super Smash Bros. You think that's worth $425? I don't think so. What about our buddy Edgar here? This guy is absolute garbage. He has two of them that he went out and bought because he's an opportunistic cunt and decided this was a good idea. Human garbage. He knows people will buy these as well. And that's a problem. You're taking advantage of people at a vulnerable time. People that never play video games, like my wife for instance, will pay something like this during a quarantine because it's the going rate. It's still wrong. Here's another one. $450. $150 over MSRP. Why? It gets worse. $475. Now this is actually from a Facebook store type of thing. $475.79 because that matters. This particular dumpster fire of a company has multiple listings of Nintendo Switches. All of them way over MSRP. This is the only one I have from this particular company in here because why dirty this up any more than it already is? This already feels gross. Let's move on to the next actual person. This one. $500 for a Nintendo Switch from Christina. Brand new, shipped from Best Buy, cash only. Christina, you're a piece of shit. Here's another one. Nintendo Switch, pictured games, and travel case. See, the funny part is, he didn't even picture any games. It was just the Switch and the case. Even if you had games in there, it would not be worth $500. Those are used, and so is the console. $500. Here's another bundle. $608. You got the Nintendo Switch, you got a controller down there, clearly all used by the way, and 3 games. So even if we were paying retail price, which we're not because these are used, you got the Nintendo Switch for $300 MSRP, you got the controller which runs what, $40 to $60, somewhere in there, and you got 3 games which are $60. That does not equal $608. What is even the point of the 8? Just make it $600. Or if you're trying to screw people, fuck it, make it $1,000. Why not? Alright, so what about the Nintendo Switch Lite? It's a smaller console. You can't hook it up to a TV. It does less. So those, even though some of the consoles are sold out in some stores, which if you really need a Switch that bad, you can wait a few weeks. They'll be back in stock, I promise. The Nintendo Switch Lite is not sold out. They're available everywhere. There was like 20 of them in my local Walmart. You're fine. You can get these anywhere. Here's one, $220. Now this piece of human garbage bought 3 of them to sell at this price. What? It's only $20 above MSRP. I get it. So you could make the argument that they're paying the exact same price they would pay at a store with tax. But they still went out, this person, and bought 3 of them so other people could not buy them at the store. Garbage. Here's another person. They bought 3 of them, and these aren't even in the cases. $275 for a Nintendo Switch Lite. You're approaching real Nintendo Switch prices, like the full one with the dock and everything, for the price of Nintendo Switch Lite. What? I see stuff like this all the time on Facebook Marketplace. It's annoying. You can find some great deals on there, sure, but there's people like this that are infuriating. I message people all the time to tell them how shitty they are for doing stuff like this. I'll be like, hey man, you know this thing's only $2.99 in the store, right? And they'll give some ridiculous defense about why it's okay. It's not. It's not going to change anything, but it makes me feel better. Luckily, some people are just making fun out of it, and I like that, because I'm sure other people have seen this and they've noticed it as well. So like right here, we have a Nintendo Switch Lite for $3,800. What a deal! And then you have these, which are just wholesome. It's an actual Nintendo Switch Lite. If you need a Switch, just wait a couple weeks. They'll be back in stock. Don't fuel these morons that are doing stuff like this online. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.